This is 180 seconds of what you need to know from the world of litigation and investigations. Let's waste none of your precious time. This is Disputes 180.
We start 2026 with a quick reminder of what we covered in 2025. Last year there were 8 episodes of our series Disputes 180, with each one focused on a key development in UK litigation, arbitration or corporate investigations. In the next 3 minutes, I'll bring you the headlines from all 8. We began the series on the subject of economic crime and the new failure to prevent fraud offence. From September 2025, large organisations can be held criminally liable for the fraudulent acts of their associated persons if they do not have reasonable fraud prevention procedures in place. The key message was simple: understand the government's 6 principles and be sure to include the prevention of fraud in your compliance culture. Next up, we looked at litigation funding. The PACCAR decision fundamentally changed how many litigation funding arrangements are treated under English law. Unfortunately, the decision has led to more uncertainty in the market and a need to rethink how complex and group litigation is structured going forward. In episode 3, we looked at changes being made to the civil procedure rules. Following an important decision concerning mediation, the CPR has been amended to require parties to engage seriously with alternative dispute resolution. Ignoring ADR now carries real cost and case management risks. Next up, we went back to the criminal law and looked at corporate enforcement. We reviewed the updated guidance from the Serious Fraud Office on corporate cooperation. The episode highlighted what cooperation looks like in practice and the careful judgments companies must make when self-reporting or engaging with investigations. Episode 5 examined the new Arbitration Act of 2025. We discussed whether the reforms represent meaningful change or a careful evolution. We acknowledged the efforts being made to reinforce London's attractiveness as a leading arbitration seat while modernising key areas of the law. Episode 6, we looked at Companies House and its changing place in our corporate landscape. It is no longer just a passive registry. New powers allow it to question, reject and share information to combat economic crime. Episode 7 considered the latest developments for motor finance commissions and discussed the FCA's proposed redress scheme. This is an area with potentially significant exposure for lenders and important consequences for the ongoing and future claims. Finally, for the last episode of 2025, we took a look at shareholder disputes. A Privy Council decision last year confirmed that the long-standing shareholder rule does not apply under English law, and it looks likely to impact derivative claims and access to company documents. So those were the highlights from Disputes 180 in 2025. If you want to watch any of the 8 episodes, the links to each of them are below. And for 2026, our series will be starting again very soon.
And that's your 180 for today. It was brought to you by the wonderful team here at Paul Hastings in London. If you want to join a live version, we host regular events at the Paul Hastings office, including our 2 flagship series, Developments in Disputes and The Future of International Arbitration. To make sure you don't miss out on any of this great content, follow our Paul Hastings LinkedIn page. And if you've enjoyed this edition of Disputes 180, why not look out for the next one? That way, you'll have done a full 360.